sure you're there on this week's episode of Focus on FCT as we bring activities of the FCT administration closer to you. I am Mariam George Jitubo.
Residents of the Federal Capital Territory are hereby alerted to the activities of scavengers, also known as Babambula, which security agencies have identified as a high-level security threat to not only the residents but also to our infrastructure as they perpetrate petty stealing and acts of vandalism on public utilities. More so, they are drug peddlers, serve as spies to terrorist elements, and are ready-made tools for the public disturbances during which they attack people with dangerous weapons. The Federal Capital Territory Administration therefore reiterates that the ban on scavengers aka Bababula operating within the Federal Capital City is still in force. These miscreants are advised to stay off the streets of the Federal Capital City for their own good, as defaulters will be apprehended and prosecuted, including parents of underage children involved in these practices. Relevant agencies are carrying out enforcement of this ban as stipulated. Be law-abiding always. Let's together build the FCT of our dreams. Management Announcer.
The ongoing construction of bus and taxi terminals will be completed in January 2025. Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Nyesom Wike, gave this hint when he inspected the projects at Kubo and Mabushi terminals. In July this year, the Kubo and Mabushi bus and taxi terminals were flagged off. After being taken around the two project sites by the contractor handling the projects, the FCT Minister Nyesom Wike, who was impressed by the level of work, assures of their timely completion even before the scheduled date. He says when these ongoing terminals are completed, picking and dropping of passengers along the roads will no longer be tolerated.
I'm very well. I'm so excited.
CPS.
Where we are now, this site was flagged up in July 1st this year. And at Mabushi. And within 3 months, you can see what they've been able to do. The time given to them is 15 months to complete the project, but to this point, the contractor is going. We believe it will be before that 15 months. He has even told us that by January you'll be able to hand over these projects to us. This Mabuchi and the one at work. The point of work you can see by yourself. If you were here when we flagged up the two, you know that they've really done very, very well. I'm happy that at the end of the day, the residents of Abuja would say that we have changed the landscape of the area, we have changed, given them a different operation system which they have lacked for years and yearly for them to have a proper transport system. So we're very happy what we have seen, very, very happy. But we're able to sort it out. There are a lot of underground facilities which they are trying to settle with the FCDA. We shall soon work with the seriously start them. Yeah. By the time we finish this, you don't need to be having, will not allow buses and taxis to be on the road. Everybody has to move to the various terminals.
In another development ahead of the forthcoming African Military Games to be hosted in the nation's capital in November, the Nigerian military has solicited the support of the FCT administration towards ensuring the success of the sporting event. This came to fore during the visit of the delegation led by the Chief of Defense Staff, General Christopher Musa, to the office of the FCT Minister. The African Military Games is a window that will attract military athletes from African nations to compete for laurels. Leader of the delegation and the Chief of Defense Staff, Christopher Musa, says the visit is to solicit the support of the FCT administration.
Thank you for putting back life into FCT. within a very short period of 1 year plus, things have really turned around for good at the FCT. I want to commend you. We are not surprised because we know doing work is what you like doing, constructions and putting things in place. So we appreciate you, sir, and just to also inform you that the Armed Forces is here to support you in whatever way it is for us to ensure that FCT continues to grow without any threat within or outside of the FCT. We have watched other countries how non-state actors have tried to make the federal capital, especially, if we remember recently in Mali, how they were able to storm the airports, to destroy a number of things. But I want to assure you that we're here, we're fully with you in every aspect to support you to ensure that you succeed. And we're very happy with all that you have been doing for the FCT. Over 40 countries so far that are coming with their armed forces to come here for a period of 1 week. Some might be coming earlier, and so we said we should come because, sir, you are the grand host, because you are the landlord. We want to leverage on you, sir, for a very, very successful and hitch-free. It is part of the renewed agenda of Mr. President, projecting Nigeria to the world, and the military is showing that direction. We want it to be a very, very successful event, the standard of an Olympics, of the recent Olympics that was finished in Paris. We have been working ahead. Just last 2 weeks, we finished the armed forces. We had to develop our own team, and we did that in Kaduna. Now our own athletes are entering camp. Other countries have started so far away, but we are starting very soon, and so that we can continue from that. We want to show that unity of purpose. Whatever it is that we're doing, we're supporting the government in projecting Nigeria to the world. We had an unfortunate incident. One of in Congo, we saw the recent boat mishap they had, where they lost a number of people. 10 athletes from Congo that were going to prepare for this event drowned in that unfortunate incident. And so to show you that people are committed and trying to do that, we're written letters of condolences to them as to what had happened. So, sir, we want to thank you most sincerely for always being there for us. Anytime we come to the FCT office, we're always very excited because we know things are going to happen because things are happening. We want to thank you again for the time you've given us, that you've always been there for us in all we have requested for. We appreciate you.
Understood the involvement of a nation in sporting activities to the people and all the benefits that are accrued to that nation. Accordingly, the theme for these games is enhancing military cooperation in Africa. Partnership and the collaboration between the Federal Capital Territory and the Defense Headquarters will further enhance security, not only in the FCT and Nigeria general.
We in sport world, we have been fine. We very much appreciate all what I have been doing in sport world. Also, it's not by cause or by implication. Our chief defense also, he has been contributing in sport right from the beginning. I know him till today. Sir, the Honorable Minister and the Chief Defense very much appreciate all what I have been doing in sports and in sport was, sir. So my organization is called Osuma. And also, we are very happy. It's not a coincidence actually. The Honorable Minister is the pillar of sport in Africa, and we are hosting the second edition of the African Military Games here in Nigeria in his own city of Abuja. So that means my members, we have 44 African countries as members of this organization. And as the chairman of the committee mentioned, already we received 42 African countries showing their interest to participate in Africa, in Abuja. And by today we receive almost about 27 final entry of our members that are coming to Abuja. And what is more interesting in this event is all the Nigerian neighbors are participating in this championship. We have Niger is coming. We have just received the entry list from Niger Republic. We are receiving entry. We have received entry from Mali, from Burkina Faso, from Benin Republic, Chad, and Cameroon. So we are very happy to receive these countries coming to Nigeria at this time to participate in this championship. And this is the luck the Honorable Minister is carrying right from the beginning up to today. So we thank you very much, sir. Sir, we have no doubt. We just visited Nigeria about 2 weeks ago with my teams from Algeria, from Mali, from Cameroon, from Tunisia, and from Algeria, just to see the infrastructure sporting facilities here in Abuja. And what we have seen, both in the military side and in the FCT side, is so marvelous. They are very happy and they extend the goodwill and the messages to all our colleagues. And we are all happy, the Honorable Minister, sir, to come here in Abuja and to be our host for this championship. Definitely, it's a luck. The Honorable Minister has been carrying luck right from the beginning. So we have no doubt. There's no doubt in our mind that we are meeting a victory and success during this championship. Thank you very much, sir.
In his remarks, the FCT Minister Nyesom Wike says the event will not only boost the economic activities of the nation, but will also put the nation in a better perspective, pledging to provide the needed support to ensure its success. The minister thereafter constituted a 3-man team to work with the sporting committee to ensure hitch-free events.
Let me also thank you for the opportunity to showcase Nigeria, to showcase the Federal Capital Territory. This African Military Games that is coming up in November in Abuja will also showcase the city called Abuja, where over 40 countries will be participating. It is a welcome development. One, the economic activities. Two, it will also show that Nigeria is safe, Abuja is safe. Come and see a city. Sometimes, like you said, people have impression from outside without even having a first-hand information. So I believe that when they come here, they will go back home with a different narrative. On our own part, we have no choice but to give you the necessary support, because it is our city that is going to host these international games. So we want to assure you we'll fully participate and give you all the necessary support so that it will be a successful event. Whatever you think we can do not hesitate to tell us quickly. Yes, bureaucracy, but when we start on time, we'll be able to achieve what we want to achieve. So I think that it is important probably to have 3 people attached to you so you can work out the logistics, what you want us to do, what is the actual assistance that you want us to do. So the Chief of Staff, the SSA admin, and the Director of Security, 2 of you will, because this game is an international game, we don't want any embarrassment. In terms of security threats here and there, so we have to do something. So CDS, let me assure you, we are here to work together. If there are any areas you think that are not clear, let us know. And let me commend you for the support of your men with other security agencies. In terms of security in Abuja, they've done quite well. We may not have arrived here to say, okay, everything is over. All over the world, you still have some pockets of insecurity everywhere. So do not be deterred. Do not be deterred. You are doing very well. The security has come down. Even the insurgency has also reduced. So Nigerians should commend you people. It is not easy. It's not only when something happens, you forget all the ones that you have been doing, But for us, we know that you've done very well. And with the support of Mr. President, I know it will be a thing of the past.
The Federal Capital Territory Administration, in collaboration with U.S. Embassy in Nigeria, is charting away at ensuring smart and sustainable solutions to deforestation and climate change. Mandate Secretary, Health Services and Environment Secretariat, Green Project, and commemorating 248 years anniversary of the United Nations.
This is symbolic. The ambassador will tell us why he chose to plant 248 trees. This is a campaign, not just an event. And a campaign means we go on. We have thought through this whole project, and in ensuring that we have sustainability, we have decided to get youth to take over this fight against global warming and climate change.
I think for the United States Embassy, one of our key priorities is helping protect Nigeria's beautiful environment. I think all of us at the embassy are struck by how beautiful Nigeria can